Welcome back to Burden of Proof. And let's continue. I believe we just finished off this confrontation with the fact that the person doing the thieving was the victim of the murder himself, which is the motive behind getting us another day of investigation, which I do wonder if we're actually going to continue this trial, as we didn't get to talk about anything that was found up on the top floor where the murder actually took place. We were focused on the theft. We did prove something interesting, though. Well, what's funny? You may be able to explain the robbery with a new suspect. The fact is, your suspect was killed. You're not wrong. Ground was pushed to the 9th floor after the robbery. Okay, now we're gonna talk about it. That much still remains. But the defendant has already admitted to being at the bank during this event. So, sorry. Even if the defendant was not the true culprit in the robbery, he's still the likeliest suspect in the murder. That's quite enough. It's clear that defense and prosecution can't come to a consensus. This bickering bores me greatly. There are too many questions, and not enough evidence. Yes, we have come to the decision to extend this trial in order to allow for additional investigation. Okay, that's fair. Very well, if His Majesty requires it. Extend the trial? Conrad? The judge has the power to postpone the trial for various reasons. We will have an additional day to investigate, but court will resume tomorrow. Tomorrow? That's just not nearly enough time. The courts are moving faster than ever. That's just how it works now. That's not fair. You have someone making a good point that, maybe the whole court's turning into show. The reason why court's turning into a show combined with the thought that he got from his first prosecuting trial that everyone deserves a defense no matter what is sort of the impetus that inspired him to change sides, become a defense attorney. Which makes sense. Before he was hospitalized, my mentor warned me about the law. It's constantly evolving and never set in stone. It shouldn't be like this, but it is. I shall look forward to our next meeting, Sir Cross. We're all postponed. Use this additional time wisely. Court adjourned. Alright. Well, that got us nowhere. At least we didn't get a guilty verdict. Well, our odds are getting one tomorrow are looking greater by the minute. So, was Mr. Ground really the culprit in the robbery incident? It's hard to say. He certainly had the ability to commit the crime. Ooh! Go Cross! Nice job out there, Chloe. Just up there? I thought you were on Thorn's side. With the way he double dismissed my investigation, we not a chance. There's no sides in finding the truth. Oh, lighten up, Conrad. The detective saved our case in there. I suppose so. Thanks for that analysis. Don't mention it, man. I would have gotten to you sooner if the prince had just let me do my job. There seems to be some tension between Dare and Thorn. Maybe I should leave the topic alone for now. There hasn't been any headway in the investigation. But we wrapped up the scene on the 9th floor. Didn't find anything double definitive, though. Will we be able to investigate the 9th floor, then? Yep, ready for action. Just head down to the bank when you're ready. Yay! Let's get to it, Conrad! Perhaps Chloe's right. Maybe I should lighten up. Okay, let's go. And again, maybe not. Well, I'll see you down at the crime scene. Double dare away. Here he double goes. That's considered. That was probably the most normal conversation we've had with him. Yeah. Alright, what's on our to-do list today? First, we should visit the crime scene again. 9th floor is opened up, so let's see if we can get any new information. But they just said they didn't find anything. Won't hurt to check it for ourselves. Considering all the evidence they missed there yesterday, we should at least look. I guess that's true. What else do we need to do? After that, we should visit Bridges again at the detention center. There's a lot he didn't tell us about the crime. We should press him for details. He told us hardly anything, to be honest, but fair. Lastly, I need to meet with an old friend. Old friend? Be the one you talked to over the phone? Yes. She should be able to give us some more information about the bank. Bridges is being questioned right now, and I haven't gotten a call from my friend. Looks like we should start by going to the 9th floor of the Bank of Prosperity. Okay, let's get to it. Team jury duty to the rescue. I wonder how many more creative team names she has ready. Yeah? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh shit, here we go. The lobby looks about the same as yesterday. There's investigation has moved to the 9th floor. Should we go to the 9th floor? Let's head upstairs. I think there's a staircase on the 1st floor. We take the elevator. Yeah, please. Okay, here we are. So this is the 9th floor. Hey, visit the double duo, Cross and Chloe. Just dare! Give us the rundown. Can do. What a cheerful atmosphere. A murder was committed up here. Thanks for the rundown. Way to kill the mood. The window over there was broken by the culprit. Watch your step. You think you would have put up like caution tape or something? This is where the victim fell from. What is Mr. Ground doing up here? Brown handles security systems. I'm sure he works all over the building. Under your theory, he had just robbed the place. Can't understand why he would go up here after a robbery. It'd make more sense for him to make his escape. Maybe your theory is doubly wrong. Even in that case, we know he fell from here at 11:30. That's right. Chloe witnessed it herself at that time. She was a little disturbed by it. We better change the subject. We're going to look around for a bit. Alright, just talk to me if you want to go downstairs. We should start by inspecting everything in this room. It looks like Towers is here too. We should talk to her as well. Remember, Conrad, positive thoughts. Lighten up a little. Right, this again. Better play along. What do we say, Chloe? Let's go. That's the spirit. Let's do this. Go team. Seek a way out. I'll be back for you later, Dare. Plant. Let's check this plant. Conrad, what could you possibly find in that plant? Never hurts to check. Detective Dare said he checked every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Ah, there we go. How could he have missed anything right in front of him? Checking anyways. Ah! What the? It's a gun! What? There's a pistol in this plant. Detective! Ah, what? How did I miss that? Yeah, how did you miss that? I'll get an analysis on this right away. What could this mean? I think we found our missing weapon. This must be the gun that was used during the robbery. This could prove that the other pistol was unrelated to the crime. We need more details. It looks like Dare is back. Detective, how on earth did you miss this? I totally knew it was there. I just didn't mention it. Doesn't sound too sure of himself. So probably anger Thorn. All the places to miss a key piece of evidence. Hey, I did my job the best I could. Keep telling yourself that, Detective. Anyways, what did you find out from the analysis? The gun was fired, alright. It's like you were right. And the fingerprints? We're still running the tests. There's one other thing, though. This gun was loaded with blanks. Oh. Blanks? As in, not real bullets? Yep, funny thing. That explains why we didn't find any bullet holes. The round that Miss Towers heard was a blank. We already know the mark of the wall was made by her spear accident. That explains a lot. Let's see if there's anything else to investigate. Gun found. Ooh, this plant would hold a key piece of evidence. I did! Said the person who told me it was pointless to search. I heard that. Oh, hello. I'll come back for you. I'm gonna power slide along the wall here. Have you found anything interesting, officer? What? No, I'm just hoping Double Dare doesn't see me here. These guys really don't like doing their jobs. She hasn't noticed. She's been the same officer this whole time. Apologies for the delay. Alright, moving along. Careful, comrade, that window is broken. Yeah, I can see all the way down. I'll try not to fall. I'll make sure no one pushes you from behind. If our theory was correct, the window was struck with a spear. The back end, to be exact. So you're sure that you saw the victim fall from this window? Sure, I'm sure. How could I forget something like that? It doesn't look like there's any disputing the fact that this was the crime scene. Hopefully they fix up this window before someone falls. Again. Do you think Detective Dare could pull a stunt out of this window? It'd be double dangerous if he tried something like that. What am I saying? Yeah, around here. See if there's anything left in any of these desks. Trash can? Found the guns, that's a big plus. Oh, hello. It's a computer. I know those, they do magic number things. I'm more into books, okay? I can feel you judging. You don't know what a computer is in this day and age. That probably means you haven't been reading enough. Doesn't seem like we can get any information from this computer. Yeah, it looks broken. No, the monitor is just off. Let's keep looking. Okay. Oh. Lamp. Okay. Oh, hello. Looks like someone spilled coffee. That's bad, they could have short-circuited a calculator or something. No one uses calculators anymore, we have computers. What? That's crazy! We can't do math on a computer. What year was she born in? Honestly. We shouldn't wander off. Not even any stairs modeled there. Modeled out there! Just an endless hallway. You want to leave and go downstairs? No, stay. No, be staying here for now, okay. Miss Towers, thank you for your testimony yesterday. Oh, it was nothing. I know Thorn gave you quite a hard time, I'm sorry. Hey, it's alright. He was just doing his job. About your testimony, I'm still confused on what made the hole in the lobby. Well, you see, serving quality checking accounts gets boring. That's why I pretend to be a samurai warrior. Really? One day, I took it a little too far. Didn't want my boss to know, so I put up a painting to hide the mark. Must have been hard telling the truth with him, but I'm glad you did. There's actually something else I wanted to talk about. Did you ever anything suspicious happening before the robbery? Suspicious? Nope, nothing strange. Did you see Bridges before 11:30 a.m.? Yes, I did. He was in the lobby with me until 11 a.m. That's when he came here, to the 9th floor, right? That's right. Actually, I have a written testimony that explains all this. Okay. My lawyer and I prepared it this morning. Thanks, this could prove useful. Been a real help, Miss Towers. Always happy to treat a customer well. See ya around. I think that's everything there is to do here. We should inspect the notice board to summarize what we've learned. Strut, 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 strut. This feels really official. I like the notice board. Yeah, we're almost like real lawyers. So what did we learn? That Detective Dare missed something in literally the most obvious place. I heard that. And that also that there's nothing else up here. That's right, there's nothing too interesting. It's hard to believe someone fell from a place like this. At least we got Towers' testimony. Yes, we learned that Bridges moved to the 9th floor on his own. Which reminds me, we should try speaking to him now. Oh yeah, they must be done questioning him. Let's go to the detention center and see if he's able to tell us anything. Anything. Ah, I have fond memories of this notice board. Conrad, it's not like we're leaving this notice board for good. We'll come back to it someday. Won't we, Mr. Board? Now I'm really confused. We'll even go downstairs? Sure. We're done here. Taxi time. Let's go. Let's head over to the detention center. Hello, guard. Fine, then don't talk to me. Mr. Bridges, how are you doing? I'm alright. Don't worry, everything will be fine. You seem troubled by something. It's alright. Being accused of a crime is not easy. Yeah, don't you worry, Mr. Bridges. You believe in your innocence. And if I was guilty, would you still help? Of course we would, right, Conrad? But you're not guilty, right? I don't know anymore. The memories that day, they're not clear. You need to tell us the truth if you want our help. You need to be on the same page. I understand. Do you remember from the day of the incident? I just finished working in the vault. So I went up to the 9th floor to enter some data into the computers. Don't remember much after that. Huh? Must have passed out. When I woke up, I saw the window had been shattered. Then the police showed up. Yes, they arrested me without hesitation. Why didn't you tell us any of this before? You didn't ask. I'm sorry. I thought you wouldn't believe me. It's a defense attorney's job to believe in a client. It sounds like you were drugged. Do you remember eating or drinking anything before you passed out? Just my morning coffee. Did you ever put it down somewhere or look away from it? No, I drink it all in one shot. Doesn't sound healthy. That coffee spill we found on the 9th floor office. There's no way they could have drugged that cup. Or was this before or after you worked in the vault? After. I was on my way to the 9th floor. That sounds extremely convenient. Are you sure that's what happened? It's the truth. Please, believe me. Do you normally drink coffee in the morning? Yes, I pour it in the employee kitchen every day. This is an important clue. Huh? I don't understand. The cup itself didn't need to be poisoned directly. Coffee is made from packed mixtures of beans. That's right, the bank supplies the mixture in the morning. Oh, somebody could have drugged the mixture. That feels like a weird way of putting that. Exactly, without even touching the cup, the coffee was tampered with. Just drug the beans. That begs the question, who would be able to do this? Oh! Someone who knew that Bridges always gets coffee in the morning? And someone who had access to the mixture before 11:30. This all points to someone who is frequently at the bank. Yeah, we did just the same thing in court today. Who else was at the bank that day? It was a slow day. Brown was there in the vault before I started working. And Miss Towers was also at the front desk. Is that all? Pretty much. I never would have thought they were so short on staff. Oh, I heard a few higher-ups were visiting that day. Executives. I'm assuming that's not a normal occurrence. Yes, they don't normally take the time to see us. But I didn't see any myself. There isn't much to go on. Are you sure there's no one else? Ah, that security guard was there. Eh? Security guard? He watched the first floor every day. Why didn't anyone mention him before? Well, I barely notice him. He watches the back door sometimes. Did you see him after you worked in the vault? I can't remember. I don't think so. I think the security guard matches the description of our suspect. Someone who has no alibi before the crime. And he could have been anywhere in the building at 11:30. Conrad, is it the true killer? Let's not jump to conclusions. We still have no motive. Let's keep investigating until we're sure. Been a big help, Mr. Bridges. It was nothing. I guess we're all done here. Hold up. Conrad, something's been bugging me. Isn't your slogan, everyone deserves a defense? Where did you learn that? You read about it in this news article. That news article? That looks like a book to me. I actually left the article somewhere else. The point is, don't sound too confident in Mr. Bridges' testimony. Don't you trust his word? Who hurt you, Conrad? It's your obligation as an attorney to trust him. I know, but I just can't. Can't? Can't defend the guilty. I spent too long putting criminals to justice. Letting them go would be not right. Huh? But even if someone is guilty, they deserve a defense, right? Enough defense to get to the truth. What if they're proven innocent for a crime they really committed? Would have failed in my obligation to the justice system. Criminals will sometimes ask for complete acquittal. If I don't follow their wish, I would have failed in my obligation to my client. Understand, it's a bit of a flaw in the courts. But which takes priority, the government or the client? I have a duty to put criminals to justice. I cannot falter. I can do that as defense attorney, while also defending the innocent. That's what I need to do to uphold the law. It sounds like you're struggling. I'm walking the line between two sides of the court. Which one is for me? Was I too hasty in my decision? I've never seen someone so devoted to the law. It stands right now. I can only defend someone if they are innocent. I must continue to put criminals to justice. But why did you take Mr. Bridges' case? To be honest, it was a favor for a friend. I trust her, and so I know that Bridges is innocent. Friend, is this the one we have to meet? Yes, she knows a lot about the bank and the employees. She believes in Bridges, and I do too. I still think he's not telling us the whole story. Maybe your friend has some insider information. Yes, I suppose we should meet with her now. She should be at the bank's courtyard by now. Alright, but we're not done with this subject. I still think everyone deserves defense. Could be great for publicity. Actually, that phrase was used by an old rival. Defense attorney named Kate Flocking. Ah, yes. Rival? Defense attorney? Wait. Now I understand. Used to be a prosecutor. That's a story for another time. Let's get back to the bank. Huh. Okay, that kind of muddies the waters of what I expected the things to be. Guess we're going here? Seems like it only adds more to be worried about. Sarah, good to see you. Hello, Conrad. I'm glad you came. Oh. This is your friend? Right. This is Sarah Fletcher. Sarah, this is Chloe McCarthy. I'm Conrad's assistant. Assistant? I never knew you were the type to work with a team. Well, she didn't leave much choice. Anyways, you said you had information on the bank. Yes, we should talk in private, if you'll excuse us. Oh, I see. You want to talk in private. I'll just look over the 9th floor one more time while you talk. See you soon. Right. So what did you want to tell me? Can't tell you much about the bank. I lied so we could have time to talk. What? Okay. You know I gave you this case, but you shouldn't push yourself. I'm doing fine. We're getting closer to the truth. But is the truth really worth stressing yourself out over? I just want to make sure you're alright. Thanks. But really, this is my job. I'll be fine. I'm glad. There is one thing I should tell you, though. You already know I'm a major shareholder in this bank, right? Of course. That's why you asked me to look after Bridges. He essentially works under you, right? Yes, that's the issue. The staff is not trustworthy. Yesterday we discovered that Ground might be the culprit in the robbery. Really? That makes sense. I don't know who to count on anymore. I was thinking that she might have been the witness from the first case, but no, this is someone completely new. You can count on me and Chloe. Figure this out, I promise. I know. Thanks again, Conrad. We'll talk later. I'm sure you have work to do. Yes, I should get back to it. Let you know how things go before tomorrow's trial. Take care. Guess I should find Chloe. Where did she run off? Tah! Was that an explosion? Came from the bank. Conrad, are you down there? Chloe, I'm here. What happened? There was an explosion. I'm scared. Stay calm. I'll get help. You make it to the exit. No, there's a fire blocking the exit. It's bad. What should I do? There must be something. Hold on, Chloe. I'll think of something. Why did this happen? Who did this? I have to ask questions. I need help, Chloe. Conrad, the fire's spreading. What do I do? Crap, there's no way I can get help in time. Think. There's something I can do to get her down. There's a ladder or something. There must be something here. Oh boy. Situation. We've got a situation. It's a ladder, but it's too short. It's not the length to reach the 9th floor. I think of something else. I know, I can throw the spear in. Nope. Not going to do anything. Alright, what about... Can't do anything with that. Don't hurry, someone else could die here. Let's check the dumpster. I can't believe I'm doing this. I found a fishing net. Wait, maybe I can... No, that's not possible. There's no way. Conrad, the fire, it's almost here. Oh, there's no choice. I hope this works. Chloe, I'm going to try something. That was relatively easy. That it was the perfect length to set up the corners of the net. You mean to land at that net? I tested it. It should hold, I think. Fire's right in front of me. I'll have to jump. This net. It has to hold. It has to. 3, 2, 1. I can't look. Chloe? Conrad. It saved me. I fell right out and landed here. Convenient. Oof, thank goodness. That was way too close. You did it. You saved me. So that was fun. Let's do it again. Chloe, no. Sure, you can go ahead. I'll just wait here. Detective, you're all right. There. Takes more than a simple explosion to knock Double Dare down. Double Dare, double down. What happened up there? Chloe was almost killed. It was a bomb, no doubt about it. Likely set up by the true culprit, probably to hide the evidence. What evidence? So we lost the evidence we found on the 9th floor. Suppose there was that computer we couldn't get into. Would probably be a good reason as any for covering your tracks. Nope. All the evidence already moved to the labs for testing. Well, we got lucky. That you did. Sadly, this means you won't be able to go to the 9th floor anymore. Or would we want to? We've had enough for one day. So what now? Well, we have a plan of attack for tomorrow. We're going to track down the security guard. Security guard? Thorn's been all over that lead. I wouldn't get your hopes up. We'll have evidence to show tomorrow. What about the bombing? That was a pretty drastic measure to cover up the tracks. This case might be more complex than we thought. Could be related to zero data. Considering the stakes, it makes sense that somebody would go that far. I think could be the terrorists. We need to stay focused. A lot is resting on tomorrow's trial. We can't let Thorn win, even if we have to bluff our way through. We must find the zero data. I tell you what, we're flying through this. Hot diggity. Welcome everyone, let's continue the trial of Oliver Bridges. It's the second day of court. Probably our last chance to defend Bridges. The defense ready? We're ready, Your Honor. Very well, and how's the prosecution today? Doing well? Indeed. So much for professionalism. Apparently there was an incident yesterday at the scene of the crime. That's right, Your Honor. A bomb went off on the 9th floor of the bank. I believe it was done to hide the evidence. Dreadful! I do hope everyone is alright. We are quite alright, but let this not impede our trial. The prosecution is quite ready to prove the defendant guilty. Glad to hear it. Do keep in mind the counselors are present once again. Registered observers, don't mind our musings. Only until justice requires our service, the guilty will fall. Charming as always, Miss Crawford. However, something's amiss. My guards have not shown up. Your guards. I thought they'd be here by now. I'm afraid I can't continue without them. What? Well, this simply won't do. Our guest must be comfortable to prosecute. Really? Ah, there they are. Oh, okay. What was that all about? Maybe something happened. I see. My guards have just informed me that they have had to perform additional security checks for today's witnesses. Witnesses? Are they dangerous criminals? Not exactly, Your Majesty, but I'll get to that in due time. Suppose we should have a recap of yesterday's trial. Only ended about a half hour ago, but... Right, the crimes in question are robbery and murder. This will be a good recap for the previous video. Around 11:30 AM, a masked criminal entered the Bank of Prosperity and threatened the receptionist with a gun. As it happens, the gun used was discovered during yesterday's investigation. It was found on the 9th floor, hidden in the potted plant. The gun was loaded with blanks. Blanks, you mean? Fake ammunition. There was no threat, after all. Still, a warning shot was fired. That explains why Towers testified to hearing a gunshot. Indeed. Since blanks were used, no bullet hole was found. The suspect then proceeded to take money from the vault. Yesterday we also learned that they took a spear from the side room. Yes, probably insurance. Insurance? The robber had no actual ammunition, if anyone had figured that out. And he needed a backup weapon. I see. Then yesterday's witness claimed the criminal moved to the stairs. Correct. We can assume they were headed to the 9th floor. And why is that? The resident defense attorney has shed some light on the situation. Tell him, Conrad. Your Honor, last time I had mentioned the possibility that the robber was none other than the victim in the murder case, Bill Ground. Ah, yes. This was because Ground could have stolen the bags. Right, the bags that were used by the suspect to store the vault money. Since we know Ground was pushed off the 9th floor, he must have been there at 11:30, which confirms the criminal used the stairs. Are we assuming that my theory about the culprit's identity is correct? I can see it on that point, yes. Actually, it fits my case rather well. But, what? When Ground arrived at the 9th floor, he encountered the defendant. That's where the two fought. Perhaps Bridges was trying to protect the bank. Either way, the motive doesn't matter. Bridges pushed Ground out of the window. Why not? Hold up, wouldn't that be self-defense? Ah, not quite. If the defense says it's true, it could potentially lower the accused's sentence. Your Majesty, a moment to explain, please. I have reason to believe this crime was premeditated. I keep thinking that every objection is going to have just a choice and a potential penalty attached to it. It seems like some are just there for flavor. Like that one was. I'd like to call a witness to the stand. This person witnessed a crucial moment during the murder. A crucial moment? Call to the stand, Miss Chloe McCarthy. Oh. Oh, right. You did witness something important. Guess I have to go over the stand now. Wish me luck, Conrad. Visual security checks on Chloe. Well, this is quite unprecedented. The defense team involves themselves with crimes. Can't say I'm surprised. Does witnessing a crime make you guilty too? Even the witness gets arrested. Now, let's start at the beginning. Falling victim. Please tell the court what you witnessed. Leave no detail omitted. Can do. The time was around 11:30. I was on my way back from the library. I looked over at the back from down the street. And you witnessed the victim falling. Yes. Am I done? Can I go? Not yet, my dear. I have a few questions. Are you sure he fell from the 9th floor? Absolutely. Once he fell, I didn't take my eyes off the building. When the police arrived, that was still the only window broken. I even counted the floors. It was number 9. Did you happen to see anyone else on the floor? No, it was too far away. The room was dark. Did you witness anything else fall out of the window? Nope. I see, that would be all. We return to the bench. Yay, I helped! And there you have it. What? And there I have... what? Nothing else fell from the window. Wait. I fail to see the relevance as well. Put simply, ground was on the 9th floor and had just broken the window. Did this by using the spear brought up from the side room. If we were to assume he got into a fight with the defendant, he would have surely won. Eh? Ah, he had the spear. Yes, we know that the spear ended up outside. Yet a witness just testified that nothing else came out of the window. He was ground holding the spear as he fell. No. Didn't look like he was. The only logical conclusion is that he threw the spear out the window earlier. A short time before the our witness looked that direction. Yes? Thus with the spear outside and the gun hidden in the plant, our criminal would be unarmed. Hold on a minute. It stands to reason that Sir Bridges intentionally committed this crime. He willingly pushed an unarmed man to his death in a surprise attack. Okay, Last time, order. Prosecutor Thorn, you have made a valid point. Does the defense have a counter-argument? Maybe. Conrad, he's right. There would have been no reason for anyone to go that far. It must have been a deliberate attempt at murder. Or a suicide. That may be, but how can we be sure it was Bridges? I'm sure there were plenty of other people on that floor. May I enlighten the defense? Unlike some ill-prepared lawyers, I have acquired a list of sorts. This list documents all employees and staff who were checked in on that day. Wait, I recognize that name. Bridges, Towers, Bridges, Ground, Fletcher, Hughes. Don't know Hughes. You also have Fletcher. No, it can't be. Why is she on this list? Could it really be? Could she be involved in this crime? So this is a list of employees. This is all of them. Yes, this was taken directly from the computer system. There were only 5 people in the building. We're a bit short on staff. This happens to narrow down the suspect quite well. I assume you have more compelling evidence than this list. Quite right, Sir Cross. I have a piece of evidence that can tell us who used the back entrance. You do? There was a security guard watching the back entrance from 10:30 that day. We have his written testimony, which I will now present to the court. As you can see, his testimony eliminates one suspect. Okay, so Hughes is the guard. Hughes saw Fletcher leave through the back entrance at 11:10. He didn't see anyone else. Leaving 4 left. That was close, so it couldn't have been her. Brown was murdered after 11:30, when she wasn't even in the building. I can't believe the thought actually crossed my mind. After all, she was the one that wanted me to take this case in the first place. Actually, there are only 3 suspects left. One of the employees is the victim. Well, we verified the guard's statement is accurate through multiple sources. From the moment he arrived, at 10:30, he was watching the back entrance. But, finally, that leaves just 2. We've already spoken to Miss Towers. I think the court agrees that her testimony now matches evidence quite well. She was in the lobby during the robbery, and was there until the police arrived. So you can see, dear Cross, there is only one. Yeah. Seeing how things stand right now, I have to agree with Prince Thorn. Seems as though there are no other suspects. About non-employees, someone could have entered the building. Not likely. You never mind the defense that the back door is locked. Not to mention the upper floors were not in use that day. Miss Towers was the first one to enter the building, and she was at the front desk until the incident. She would have stopped unauthorized personnel from accessing the stairs. I guess that's true. Think of another line of attack. Now that we have additional information, maybe we can learn something new. Let's run through this one more time and see what we can determine. Your Honor, if I may. Oh? Demonstration. What in the heavens are you doing now? The prosecution has just presented 2 important pieces of evidence. I believe there is more we can learn about the victim's movements using logic. You wish to piece together the times of arrival and departure? Correct. Interesting. Please proceed. Let's start at the beginning. First at 8 a.m., Miss Towers entered the building. We can assume she was in the lobby until the incident. Indeed, her testimony reflects that. As you've stated, this eliminates her from being a suspect. Then Bridges and Ground enter. Talking with the defendant, we learned about his movements. He was working in the vault on the 1st floor until shortly before the incident. Or so he says. I'm assuming a bit past 11 a.m. is when he went up to the 9th floor. That's when he had his morning coffee and passed out. If you have anything to substantiate this fact, how do you know if Bridges is telling the truth? I have evidence that supports his claim. I do? I do? Well, the bridges went to the 9th floor. Towers testimony, okay. I talked to Miss Towers yesterday and received more testimony. It should prove that Bridges went upstairs around 11 a.m. I see. Please continue. Then he remained upstairs until the police arrived, presumably unconscious. Let's backtrack a little. Miss Fletcher entered at 9:30 a.m. I believe you know she's a major shareholder in the bank. Someone's been doing his research. That's correct. She would have been authorized to go to the upper floors, if I'm not mistaken. Well, yes. Suggest we asked Miss Towers if she saw Fletcher at all during that time. It shall be done. Gods make it so. Fletcher's movements were unknown until 11:10. That's when the guard witnessed her leaving through the back entrance. Where are you going with this? The last name, Thorn. The last one on the list. Robert Hughes entered the building at 10:30. Now's the time to think. If I choose the wrong answer, I'll be penalized. Let me get this right. You should have seen something else. Or that Hughes should have seen while guarding. Like what? Like the true culprit? I forget what I was going to say. Maybe, okay. Not good. Better think of something else. I was thinking he should have seen... 11:30. Left? The evidence is to be believed he was at the back entrance at 11:10. Oh, okay. We don't have a record of his actions after 11:10. Tell me, where was he found when the police arrived? It was outside, behind the building. It must have been close to 12 noon, right? He had 50 minutes to roam the building unnoticed. There's plenty of time to move to the 9th floor and murder ground. Order. But Prosecutor Thorn, didn't you say you verified the guard's statement? Yes, we've confirmed that what he saw at 11:10 did happen. Rounded up a few street witnesses. They saw Fletcher briefly after she left. But I admit we had no clue if Hughes stayed at his post during the robbery. Your Honor, I believe my point has been made. Well done. So you've proven the possibility of another suspect. Sadly, possibilities are only that. It's also possible that Hughes stayed at the back entrance until 12. Then he would have just had to walk outside to where the police found him. That's right. Now I put doubt in the mind of the court. Hopefully this should put me on the right track. Sir Cross, I'm done playing around. This case has gone on far too long. I've enjoyed the duel. It's clear you're struggling to keep up. I have with me the piece of evidence that will finish this. What's the evidence? Not so fast. You shall see in due time. It's bad. Conrad! Behold. Never before has a case been sealed so swiftly. Minds of those who feel pity for this suspect will be transformed. The sentence will stretch on for an eternity. This trial shall go down in history as the turnabout of the century. How ironic, isn't it, to think... Sir! Yes? We asked the witness, sir. That's right, Towers. Miss Towers said she saw Fletcher go upstairs at 10 a.m. Very well, you have proved your minor point, Cross. Now, as I was saying, I think only a mastermind of the courts could have used this at the right moment. Why, to some it would be mere minor fact, but in the hands of a genius, I see purpose, I see evidence. That's it. I have it. We need to know Ground's movements before the robbery. Fletcher went upstairs, maybe she saw the victim. We need to ask her about this right now. Are you finished? No, I called to the stand. Sarah Fletcher. I was about to. My evidence. The court acknowledges the defense's request. Please summon the witness to the court. In the meantime, we will have a short recess. Court dismissed. Okay, that was good. Shutting down the floundering, hot dogging and grandstanding fool. Running on thin ice. That was good. We have a lead. We're about to question Fletcher. Yes, but I was hoping not to involve her. Oh, you know Miss Fletcher? Yes. Been friends for about a year. Wow. Can't believe how quick connected everything is. She's like my boss. I see her all the time at the bank. Not much of a surprise there. She asked me to do this because she believes in Bridges' innocence. I'm not supposed to tell him that. To pretend like this is just coincidence. Oh, really? Conrad, what are we going to do? How did we figure out what Ground was doing before his death? We know we're closer to finding the culprit. It's not just about Ground. Fletcher was around the building before the robbery. Maybe she saw Hughes or a third party. If there was anyone else in the upper floors around 11:30, you'd have new suspects. Right. Which would draw suspicion away from Bridges. Alright, let's get to work. This testimony will be the turning point of this trial. I just have a bad feeling that Fletcher knows too much. I don't want to. He lived the memories from 1 year ago. Come on, Conrad. We've got a case to win. What happened a year ago? There's a lot of missing time here. I don't quite get it. The trial will now continue. Since Fletcher showed up, hope she can give us something new. The defense may now question the witness. Your Majesty, may I see my evidence now? Wow, Thorn's getting anxious. Well, there's a witness on the stand. Don't wish the lady to stand all day. Be but a moment. Okay, object. We're kind of busy right now, Thorn. Yeah, can't you see Miss Fletcher is waiting patiently? Then let's get to the questions. Alright. Hey, Sarah. Conrad. Don't worry about this. It's really easy. If you say so. Let's start with something simple. Do you recall the events leading up to the robbery on the 12th? Yes, mostly. Good, then you'll be able to tell the court what happened that day. From the beginning. I understand. Let's see. Well, I woke up to the smell of hot coffee. That's right, my automatic coffee machine had activated. Apologies, madam. Can we skip to when you entered the bank? Oh, yes, of course. It was around 9:30 a.m. I entered through the front door and greeted Miss Towers. Then I went upstairs to check some reports. The story matches what we know so far. That I just took a stroll on the roof. The roof? What are you doing up there? Just strolling. Uh-oh. Please continue. Then I went downstairs. I was getting ready to leave. I didn't see anyone on the way out. And then I just left. That was all I did. I didn't really see anything. That was suspicious. You left through the back entrance, correct? Oh, yes, I did. And you saw Robert Hughes on your way out. You mean the guard? He held the door open for me as I left. It was awfully nice of him. Maybe I should hold doors more often. So that's it. Yes, that's all. I hope you're happy, Sir Cross. After your crude interrogation of this witness, you get to hear one meaningful argument from the defense. Allow me to move things along. Behold, the evidence which was so inhumanely delayed. I have with me security footage from a camera located on the roof of the bank. This camera periodically takes photos at intervals of 10 minutes. Around 11 AM on the day of the robbery, the camera took this picture. As this was taken at 11 AM, it shows an event that occurred around 30 minutes before the robbery. This is Sarah. Indeed, Miss Fletcher and the victim were speaking on the roof. Okay. This raises all sorts of questions. Quite. I sense a guilty party is present. Would the witness care to explain her actions? I don't. What's going on? Does she know about the robbery? I can explain. I really did go on a stroll to the roof. Just a habit of mine. That day I saw Bill ground. I knew something wasn't right. He was holding something. It looked like bags from the vault. That's when he threw them off the side of the roof. That explains how he was able to sneak the bags out of the building. And it confirms that the robber was ground. He didn't say anything. I got really worried. I suspected he was up to no good. I could tell he had stolen the bags. That's when I ran back to the first floor and left the building. My intention was to call the police or something. I really didn't know what to do. So you didn't see anyone else that was suspicious? I didn't see anyone. Are you sure? We don't have the time to repeat ourselves. We just saw no one that could be a suspect, which leaves only one option. Bridges is, and always was, the murderer. I see no further reason to prolong this trial. Uh-oh. Indeed, the defense tests our patience. We have not seen a single piece of decisive evidence to support the defense's claims. Your Honor, I have a right to cross-examine the witness. New information was made apparent to the court, and as such... Very well. You may cross-examine this new information, but make it brief. Oh boy. This is interesting. We'll get this next time, though.